Hey guys, Will here with IntoMobile. We are back with the Galaxy S. A little smudged up here. You'll have to excuse my fingerprints. Actually, this is the AT&T Samsung Captivate, AT&T's version of the Samsung Galaxy S, as you see right there. But we just took a little hardware tour of the Galaxy S, kind of breaking it down, showing you the key features, what it looks like. Now we're going to take a little software tour. I've booted up and set it up. That's the power button. Hitting that brings you to the lock screen. And notice how bright the display is. It's going to time out on you real quick, and all you do when you're there is you just flick it away. That'll actually flick in any direction, so you just flick it that way and it'll unlock. So it's just a quick little flick on the capacitive touchscreen there. So it's not pressure sensitive, it's capacitive, so you got to actually use your finger and touch it to affect a touchscreen input. But the first thing you should notice is just how bright and crisp the screen is, how vivid the colors are. That is the Super AMO LED display used by the Galaxy S. That's Super AMO LED, which is active matrix organic light emitting diode. It's a mouthful and a bit of a tongue twister, but it basically means that this guy uses a display that's thinner and sips less battery power than other AMOLEDs, like say on the HTC Incredible, yet it offers brighter colors, better contrast, and is actually more viewable in direct sunlight, which is a big plus. I'm not going to go through the hardware aspects here. We did do that on the other unboxing video. So what I wanted to show you guys this go around was a little bit about the hardware, the software. Sorry. So as you can see, you've got your Android home screen here. It's customized with Samsung's S Life UI, right? So it's Samsung's own UI, and basically you have everything that we've come to expect from a Android superphone right on the home screen. You've got your shortcuts here, your widgets for YouTube videos, mobile video, Yellow Pages mobile, stuff like that comes preloaded. AT&T Music, you saw right there, that's AT&T's own deck stuff. Search bar, of course, but what you won't see is there's no app tray as we've come to know it. Say, for instance, for example, in comparison, this is the Droid X. We have our little app tray right there. You see that? A little app button brings up the app tray instead. And I should mention scrollable up and down, right? So what's the difference? Well, here we go. And again, what you should notice is, before I get into it too heavily, when I bring the screen close to the camera, the screen's so bright that the camera actually adjusts and darkens the entire picture. And notice the viewing angle is incredible. I mean, undistorted all the way out to the edges, just like that. And okay, so enough of that. Applications. Applications are accessed by this one icon right there. Tap it, changes into home, because you tap that again, you go home. Applications home. And instead of scrolling up and down, it doesn't scroll up and down, it scrolls side to side. So that's part of Samsung's customization on this UI. And notice that all the icons are a little different from standard Android. That is, again, part of Samsung's customizations here. They do a little bit of the cool little background icon stuff here. Notice that there aren't really, notice how the icons actually look slightly different. That's because these icons on the Galaxy S are set on this, the background little badge there. And okay, so what do we get? We get AT&T Music, AT&T Navigator, AT&T Radio. Those are all on deck from AT&T, right? You also get, of course, your Gmail, your gallery, your daily briefing. Let's take a look at gallery real quick. And it's that 3D gallery from Android, right? Basically uses the accelerometers. Notice what happens when I tilt the phone. It kind of looks like the pictures are tilting back to you. And since the viewing angle is so good, it rotated right there. The viewing angle is so good, it kind of looks like it's actually tilting right towards you, because you can view it all the way out to the edges like that. Very cool feature. We were just at the Getty Awards, and this is GetJar's mobile app awards last night, and I took some pictures with this thing, and came out pretty well. The camera isn't as good as we'd like. It's 5 megapixels, and the sensor doesn't seem to be very sensitive. But as you can see from here, the pictures are fairly good. That's Patrick Mork, GetJar. And that's the camera app, right? Okay, so that's the gallery app. So going back to apps, one of the other cool features of Samsung's customized Android UI here is that you do get, well, aside from these icons here, you do get the daily briefing. And you saw a little bit of daily briefing. Well, actually, you know what? I didn't add a city, and I didn't add any news. But I do have stuff like that. It's basically an app that gives you at-a-glance information for weather, for stocks, for news, and your daily calendar there. That's actually my calendar, so we won't get into that too much. What you actually probably saw this right here. This is the daily briefing widget. So basically, when you come to when you wake up in the morning, you can basically just fire up your Galaxy S here, and just you'll start off on the home screen. Just swipe it a few times to the right, and bam, you have your daily briefing. You can get your weather at a glance, your finance updates at a glance, your news at a glance, your calendar stuff at a glance. Mobile Beat Conference is actually today, and if you want to drill down further, you just tap the guy, and you're taken right to finance. This is the app we just came out of, so this is the full app. And obviously, you know, this is actually pretty cool. You see that? The stock app is actually pretty nifty. They have different layouts. Notice that you have inline vertical here, and of course, when you're in landscape mode, it's going to go horizontally laid out, which does make sense. And so that's daily briefing, and that's one of the cool features of Samsung's customized Android UI, the S-Life UI. And another cool feature is the smart alarm. And well, let's see, where's the clock here? Oh, there it is. So the clock, when you create an alarm, you can create a smart alarm, which is really cool. And what a smart alarm allows you to do is, it's a normal alarm, right? You got this, you got your repeat stuff, you got your name, your snooze settings. But because it's a smart alarm, you can actually, when your alarm goes off, you can have it bring up your daily briefing. You can actually have it change the type of alarm based on whether you're in the morning, or you know, based on your mood, and it would set it to morning, breeze, mist, forest, light, rain. Those are the different tones, and so it's not like a alarm. You're actually kind of waking up to a really nice little alarm here, like a, and that'll last for whatever you set it to, 15 minutes right there. It'll kind of ease you out of your sleep. And it's coming out of the speaker right there. And that's a good way to wake up. Instead of the jarring you get this for 15, 10, 5, 30 minutes, whatever you want to set it at. And that's your smart alarm. It's actually really cool. It's a small little feature, but it's actually a really, really cool feature because alarms suck. And anything you can do to make your morning wake-up time less sucky is good by us, right? So, of course, you get your video player, your voice recorder, and the last thing, voice search, all that stuff, Write and Go, YouTube app, all pretty standard nowadays. The one thing I wanted to show you, the last thing really I wanted to show you is the camera app. And there's the camera. We're going to start it up. And let's just use the Droid X as our subject here. I'm going to go there and to take a picture. Oh, it's in video recording mode. Let's change that. So now we're in camera mode, and I can actually switch between camera mode and video mode just by tapping like that. That's camcorder mode, as you can see by the record button and the little video icon. When things disappear off the screen, you know, just tap that. This little slide drawer right here is your menu, and that gives you you can see the little video icon right there. You're in video recording mode, and then when you're in video recording mode, you have all these different options. You have normal recording mode, limited for SMS, so it reduces file size. You have your exposure value, so you can adjust your exposure. Visibility settings, you know, resolution. That's a cool one. See, notice we're recording at a full 720 by 480. That's actually, sorry, I misspoke. That's not a full. The full resolution is the 1280 by 720. That's 720p HD recording right there. Timer off. You have different white balance settings, effect settings. So white balance is auto or that. You have your effects, you know, negative sepia, black and white, normal. Your video quality super fine, and what else? You can adjust contrast, saturation, sharpness, stuff like that. So, okay, well, for right now, we're going to go to picture camera mode, and you can see it's camera mode like that, and you get a little targeting reticle, the focus reticle, and what you do is you just tap on the screen, say I want to focus right there. That's what I want to focus on. Get a little beep telling you it's ready, and bam. There you go. I want to focus here now. There you go. And if I want to change stuff, I'm just going to go here. I can change my single shot to smile shot to panorama to vintage, continuous, beauty shot. Let's just go to beauty shot, see what that does. And of course all the same settings right here, right? You have face detection, you have timer, resolution settings, white balance, effects, ISO, very cool ISO settings, so you know, we're going to set that as high as possible just because we got metering, center metering, anti-shake, that's pretty cool, anti-shake on, let's do that, and auto contrast, blink detection, just check all of them going down. Superfine image quality, adjust, and more settings for guidelines so you can figure out how to compose your shot. Review is on, GPS is on. I'm going to geotag all my sounds, and you can set the storage sounds, and the review is on, so I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so see, notice that the grid lines are there, and let's say I want to put the this right there. Oops, I think I may have turned off autofocus, but there we go. And that's the review right there. Now there is no shutter button or anything, so basically you're just going to be stuck using the on-screen controls, which, you know, these are all the shots I took, so that's reviewing all the shots. Let's go back to camera mode, and actually, I think it's, let's go into, oops, continuous shoot. I want to focus right there. See this super fast. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to hold it down, it's going to focus, and then just keep. It can take 9 shots at a time, it seems like. So, there you have it. That is the continuous shot mode. See, 0 of 9 right down here, and just hold down, it'll focus, and then you hear the little shutter sounds. And it's geotagging all those photos and saving it to the onboard 16 gigs of memory on here. So very cool. And we have the video shot, of course. Same deal there. So that is a quick little look at the UI on the Samsung Galaxy S. Well, AT&T Samsung Captivate, which is still a Galaxy S. Oh, and there's the there's my little social network widget, my Facebook widget to get Facebook and Twitter updates in there. You can scroll that like so. One last thing, we already went through the browser, but that's how everything looks on the browser right there. That is IntoMobile right now, renders very well. And just to show you, we are on AT&T's network here. So let's see how fast that loads. Okay, so there it's starting to load. And there we go. It's fully rendering HTML5 browser here. It's obviously the Android browser, WebKit based, and fully renders IntoMobile just fine. Taking a little time. Network is slow out here, but there you have it. So that's a quick little look at the Samsung Galaxy S, the AT&T Captivate, which is a Galaxy S device on AT&T.